Hello, my name is Owen Provencher, and this is The Connection. Today I have Susan Ochoa and Cara Griffith from the Upper Room TIPS Diaper Drive program. For many years, the Upper Room TIPS Diaper Drive program has been giving help and support to expecting and young families around the community. Welcome, ladies. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Before we get into the TIPS program itself, let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about the Upper Room. For folks that don't know, Cara, tell us who you are and what the Upper Room is all about.
So the Upper Room is a family resource center located in Derry. We have over 15 programs that focus on anything from a food pantry to anger management, high set classes. We try and really hit different parts of the community. And our ultimate goal is about strengthening and providing self-sufficiency for individuals in our community. So it's an amazing organization. We have a whole bunch of programs, but I am particular in TIPS, which stands for Teen Information for Parenting Success. So I work with 13 to 24-year-old pregnant and parenting teen and young adults.
That's great. That's great. And initiatives like this, like the Diaper Drive here, are there to help support this program. So it's fantastic. Susan, and this is where you get involved. Tell us about your connection to the Upper Room, the TIPS program, and what Diaper Drive is all about.
Okay. Well, I relocated back to New England about 9 years ago. Specifically landed in Derry, didn't really know anybody. Wanted to get connected with the community, saw a report on a news program about diaper poverty in North Carolina, and specifically the Diaper Bank of North Carolina, and reached out to some people I did know in the community and asked if there would be something like this would be beneficial to the community. And that's when I was introduced to the Upper Room and specifically the TIPS program. So in the spring of 2014, I believe it was, I started doing a diaper drive and had maybe 3 or 4 local businesses help me out with collection sites. And it's just grown from there exponentially. So.
Nice. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. On behalf of the community, it's so important to have folks like you in our community doing important work like this. That oftentimes, issues like this are some that might be lower profile, let's say, these days, and with a lot of different things going on. But it's important that folks like you bring the awareness and the direct support to a program like this. So thank you. So let's talk about this year in particular. How has this year been different than the other 7 years you've been doing this? With COVID involved, has that changed logistics or made things more difficult, or has anything new, maybe any silver lining come out of it in terms of the program?
Well, nothing really has changed because it's the type of drive where people can drop a pack of diapers off at different locations around town. We have actually 3 locations outside of Derry this year. One in Windham, one in Salem, and one in Bedford. And so it hasn't really, COVID has not affected logistics because people can pick up a package of diapers at the grocery store and then drop them off one of these drop-off locations. Probably what will happen when we donate the diapers, we'll have to observe COVID, protocols with masks and everything. And the Interact Club, which is Pinkerton Academy's Rotary Club, will help me pick up the diapers and do a big drop-off probably beginning of March. So we're fortunate in the sense that COVID hasn't affected the logistics of it. We just started collecting on the 1st. We collect through the 28th. So I'll be able to determine if the pandemic has affected the numbers at the very end of the month.
Gotcha. So we're about a week into this in full swing, and all the way up until the end of the month, the 28th,
Yes.
folks can support. And let's be really clear. How can folks directly support now? There's drop-off locations in various places?
Drop-off locations around Derry. Should I name those?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. We have in Derry, we have Press for Time Mobile Cafe, which is right on Rockingham Road. He's great little coffee place over there. Blue Seal Feeds is helping us out, and the Derry Municipal Center as well. There's a box right in the main lobby there. In Londonderry, my office, Remax Innovative Properties, you can certainly drop off diapers there Monday through Friday. There is a place in Windham, Dance Impressions by Debbie, right on Rockingham Road in Windham, and she's collecting diapers. Cohen Closing and Title, which is a title company I work with. They're located at 334 Route 101 in Bedford. And the final location is in Salem, Premier Mortgage Lending. They're on Pelham Road, Suite 405 in Salem, and they're Monday through Friday as well. So if you're out and about on the weekend and wish to donate, Press for Time and Blue Seal in Derry would probably be the best place to drop off diapers.
That's great. How smart, Susan, to get a lot of your colleagues and the different organizations you work with involved and give them the opportunity to help out. So that's really good. Cara, the program, what effect have you seen? And I know you're new to the program, but maybe you can talk about how this Diaper Drive helps the program.
Yeah, definitely. So diapers are such a huge part of TIPS. A lot of the families that we work with face financial insecurity. So dealing with something of providing a basic necessity really helps take that pressure off. We do have a full diaper pantry, and giving families the opportunity to be able to access those takes off that additional stress. So they're able to focus on things like finishing their high school degree, or if there are grandparents that are raising their grandchildren, that they can focus on that time instead, and focus on creating more self-sufficiency through that. So we're taking off a little bit of that stress by providing diapers, and in turn, it helps them in the long run be able to hit the goals that they come up with.
Gotcha. What great work. What great work. It's the very practical needs like that that folks need, and when they, like you say, they can address the bigger things and the more long-term goals that still need to be paid attention to in any situation. So it's really fantastic that you've got that. And give us an idea, if I were somebody who found myself in that situation, for the teens out there, what is a way that they can reach out to you and get involved? And then also, what else is on offer? How does one, is there a qualification, or what are some of the guidelines folks use when they're coming into the program?
Yeah, so it's pretty open. So anyone between the ages of 13 to 24 are welcome to reach out. I'm happy to share my email or phone number, or they can just call our organization directly and kind of ask about the program. In addition to the diaper pantry, we do a lot. So we host, right now, because of COVID, we've kind of switched it a little bit. We're hosting meetings on the first and third week of the month. One of those meetings is held in person outside. And the larger goal of it is to kind of address the isolation that a lot of those families feel. So even if you have the best support network in place, your parents are supportive, the school is going great for you, you have friends that are there to help you, it's really nice to be able to connect with other teen parents that are in the same boat. So we have about one meeting a month that focuses on that. And then we also do a meeting or a workshop once a month as well. So we're really pushing financial literacy, nutrition, parent education is huge. Especially being young, a lot of teens have never had any education on what it means to be a good parent. So how do you discipline your child? How do you do potty training? All of that is really what we want to focus on. So they're welcome to reach out to either me directly or the organization. We're also, it's really wonderful, we're partnered with a lot of the schools in the area. So if there is a teen out there that is facing pregnancy and wants to talk to someone, I recommend going to either your school counselor or your nurse. A lot of times they'll connect us through that as well.
Excellent that you've got that accessibility where you can have that direct connect. That's fantastic. And something you said really, just brought to mind the importance of, no matter what, I think teens in this scenario can have successes at different parts and need support in other areas. And if, like you say, even if you've got a great support system, everything seems to be going smooth, it's nice to be tapped into that peer group that are experiencing a lot of the same things, and that you can share something that's working for you and kind of be a model, for a particular area. So I think that's great that it's really all inclusive like that. We're going to get your contact info up on screen, and so people know how to contact you. That about wraps up our time. But Cara, thank you so much for the work you're doing at the Upper Room in the TIPS program. And Susan Ochoa, thank you so much for reaching out. Anything we can do to help support this and other initiatives that you've got, please let us know. Our studio is wide open to you. It's great work that you're doing, and we fully support it. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care. Do you know of a story that needs to be shared in Derry? Let us know by going to DerryCAM.org/theconnection. We're always looking for great stories. We'll see you next time. Stay connected.